I'm Jeff Gunn, and today I'm going to be sharing a couple of exercises from my new book series called Hidden Sounds: Discover Your Own Method on Guitar. The first book is called Developing a Musical Vocabulary on the Guitar. And we look at a whole range of different techniques that you can use in your playing. One of them is artificial harmonics. Now before we get to artificial harmonics, we'll briefly go over what is natural, or what are natural harmonics. Basically we can take a finger from our strumming hand and we can, I'm going to use my ring finger, we can place it over the 12th fret, right over top of the fret bar itself, and we simply strum like that. I can also do it at the 7th fret, and at the 5th fret, as well as the 19th fret, and over the soundboard. Now we're going to look at how you can create artificial harmonics. And we're going to start with the G major chord in our strumming hand, formed at the 3rd fret. Now the secret to creating artificial harmonics is that we're going to have to count up 12 frets higher along the fretboard from where we actually have our strumming hand placed. In other words, my first finger here is on the 3rd fret, so I'm going to have to count up to the 15th fret. So here we go, 12 frets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So once I get to the 15th fret, I'm going to take my thumb and my index finger. I'm actually going to put the index finger right over top of the fret bar, the metal bar, and I'm going to place my thumb behind it, if you can see, and I'm going to strum the string like this. And I'm going to outline the chord, which means that I have to keep a 12 fret difference between each note. So if I'm at the 3rd fret, I'm at the 15th fret up here. If I'm at the 5th fret, I'm at the 17th fret. If I'm at the 16th fret, which is the case in my 2nd finger on the 3rd string, I have to go up to the 16th fret, and so forth. Let me give you an example. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a regular note in. I'm going to take my ring finger, my A finger, and I am going to strum the 1st string, and while playing artificial harmonics. Let me give you a demonstration. We're still using the G major chord. So you can hear how the mixture works. Now I'm going to actually do the same thing using the 3rd finger again, but I'm going to strum multiple strings. What I can also do is play regular notes and artificial harmonic notes at the same time. In this case, we actually have to make a shape something like this, if you can see it all right. And at the same time, we're going to strum all 3 fingers, striking the string and pushing down with the 3rd finger. It sounds like this. Now, in some cases, we can actually play entire chords using artificial harmonics. In which case, I'm going to turn to this barred chord here at the 3rd fret, a G minor sus chord, basically, if you want to get really technical on it. And I'm going to take my 1st finger, and I'm going to put it right across the 15th fret, and I'm going to use my ring finger to strum the chord. It would sound like this. And going up. You can hear those artificial harmonics ringing. Now, we can also take a chord like C major, which is actually going to use a combination of both artificial harmonics that we have to create, as well as the natural harmonics that are there naturally on the guitar. What that means is that when we take a C major chord, notice my 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret. I'm going to have to count up 15 frets and do the same thing we did for the G major chord. The 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret, so I have to go to the 14th fret. The 3rd string is open, so I do a natural harmonic. The 1st finger is on the 1st fret, so I can have to go to the 13th fret. And the 1st string is open, so I do another natural harmonic. So it would sound like this if I'm going to outline it. And I can go through the exact same exercises that I just shared with you a moment ago. Now if I want to put a progression together, based on say a G, a C, and a D, using artificial harmonics mixed with natural harmonics, it would sound something like this. So you can see how you can decorate the different sounds. One last thing I want to share with you too. We looked at different ways to create artificial harmonics on our own as well as mixed with natural harmonics using what I call the 12th fret rule. But you can also achieve artificial harmonic sounds by, if we go back to our G major, by using the 7th fret rule, which means that we're going to take the G major shape and we're going to count up 7 frets. I'll take my first finger here, which is on the 3rd fret, and I'll count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now once we get there, we're going to do the exact same technique that we used for the 12th fret rule. I'm going to strike the string here at the 10th fret, and I'm going to outline the chord. It would sound like this. There it is. And I can do the exact same things that we did with the other chord, strumming regular notes as well. It would sound like this. So what this means is that I can actually play between the 12th fret rule and the 7th fret rule and get two different sounds. I'm not actually going to change the G major chord, I'm going to keep it right there, but I'm going to jump between the two and you'll hear how it sounds. Okay, so I'm going to close out with an introduction to a song that you could use that uses artificial harmonics. Okay, we're starting with an A minor chord. And so forth. Cool.